just say something. So, hi everybody. I'm here with my um, goddaughter, Ayden. Hi, Ayden.
Hi.
And then, of course, her mummy who doesn't want to show the face. But May was someone I discipled. I don't know, when was it May that I discipled? Like maybe 15 years ago, perhaps?
Yeah,
Something like
sort
that.
of.
When
Yeah,
you,
Ayden is 19, so it's gonna be like
I was 4.
yeah, 17 years ago.
wow,
Yeah,
that's a
17.
long,
Yeah,
wow,
17
okay. I've actually known you longer than 17 years. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have a question for you, Ayden. Um, why do you think, or rather, I would say, do you think that young people these days are interested in missions?
For me, I'd say it's to each their. For me, I'd say it's to each their own. With the fast-paced culture and like with the constant involvement of our day and age, with technology becoming a lot more reliable, though, I feel like it's not in much people's interest. I'd say for like the current Gen Alpha, I say for like the current teenage years with Gen Alpha nowadays though, but as like time goes on, personally for me as a Gen Z as like entering adulthood as of now, I'd say it's become a lot more of a open topic, like those who are like seeking like themselves though for like wanting like a sign personally, since we're still trying to like discover ourselves, like who are we like to him, with like discovering our own identity and all that though. So I'd say it's really a hit or miss, and like to see how God really, like how a God like would call us to, like whether he would want us to serve or not though. So it's honestly I'd say really a hit or miss though, but in all sense though, personally I'd say it's all God's calling to see where he would want us to be, since it's all his plan that he's have for us though. So if anything, we just need to like trust his process and where he would want us to be in our next stages of life and adulthood.
Very good, Ayden. Do you think that you are called?
I'd say personally for me, girl. Yeah. I'd say personally for me, trying to find myself within my high school, like trying to find my own identity within my high school years, I felt some sort of, I'd say, imposter syndrome, trying to find my own identity for where I reside, since I took a gap year myself. And just after graduation over high school, I was fortunate enough to go to Korea for my second mission trip in my life, and it felt like that some way somehow we were able to connect, and like although knowing the language for a long time from a very young age though, and was able to, of course, like able to communicate with the others though without any problems or anything like that. I feel like over time, and recently just finding this out for myself, just now entering like more into my adulthood. Recently, this past retreat from my church, one of the passages spoke to me, being that what was my Kairos moment, being that what was some moment in time, feeling that God was like speaking to me, saying that it's not your time yet, but I do want you to be here, and like this would prepare you for what I have planned or anything like that. Being that within my, like looking back on my life, there were many Kairos moments, being that I had so many affiliations with being drawn to, I guess, Korean culture, and overall being like not only just like knowing the language, having so many friends, already experiencing so much of the culture, and basically overall taking that in as almost like their culture in a way though, being that I feel like some way somehow the Lord is calling me to be in Korea, I'd say, for the next like couple of years later into my life though. And I guess just like overall though, some things which I didn't think that I thought would be as significant in my adolescent life would made me think back as an adult, thinking that, I guess this really was my calling. And all that,
Yeah. Well, Ayden, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad that the entire family has got a call, and you guys still love God and still love doing missions. So, thank you. Do you know that you're my first financial supporter as a baby? Do you know that?
Well, then now I know.
Ask your mom, right?
Ayden told me that.
Right? Was Ayden my first financial supporter as a baby? Yes. May is so shy. All right. Thank you, Ayden.